I want to show you how you can sell for a loss and still make money. Ever been to the supermarket late at night, 6 o'clock in the evenings, when they reduce all their prices? They have the yellow labels on, or whatever labels it is they have on. Bread goes for 20 pence, vegetables at 10 pence, and salad stuff. Some of it goes for pennies, some of it goes for just a bit more than that. All the meat's reduced and everything else. Even ourselves, we go round into the discount aisles or to the discount shelves and look out to see what they've actually slashed in prices. Hi, my name's Barry and I've got the reselling bug. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video, so I hope that you enjoy it. Please don't forget, subscribe, like, leave comments, give me some hints, give me some tips, and in return hopefully I'll be able to give you some hints and tips on the reselling aspect in that as a whole as well. I want to make this channel fun. I want to make this channel not just serious, but yeah, give you all the things that you want and you like. I'll go into that in a bit more detail in my next video, but for now what I want to do is get into this video about how you can make more money at selling at a loss. So how do you sell at a loss and make profit? Well, first of all, disclaimer, if you sell everything at a loss, you will make a loss. So you've got to sell some things at a profit, but you can sell some things at a loss. Supermarkets do it all the time. Supermarkets do it in two ways. First of all, they have what they call loss leaders, which basically means you go into Christmas and you see veg on it, I don't know, 15, 20 pence each. The reason why they do that is because they want to get you into their store, or they have special offers on something. And the idea is to get you into the store so you don't just buy your carrots and your broccoli. What you do is you buy your carrots, your broccoli, and then your overpriced meat, your overpriced wine, your overpriced chocolates and everything else. And they make all their profit on all the overpriced stuff, which actually covers the cost of all the sprouts and potatoes and everything else. The second way that actually they make a loss is actually by discounting stuff in the evenings or at the end of a line. And what I mean by that is, how many of you have actually gone into a supermarket, I don't know, what, 6 o'clock in the evening, and in there they've got the bread and the veg again and the meat all discounted because it's becoming towards the end of its shelf life and they want to get rid of it. And so you'll go in there and you'll find donuts, 10p's instead of a pound, carrots and potatoes, things like that. All these various different things that you'll find in the supermarket just to try and get rid of the goods. And they're happy to take any money that they can, yeah, because they want to get something back, and they'd rather sort of discount it heavily, get something back rather than nothing, or have it waiting around. Now, their particular goods go out of date. Most of ours, in my case, none of it goes out of date, but I don't want it hanging around. So all this stuff behind me, I don't want it hanging around. It's hanging around too long as it is. I want it shifted, I want it out. And to do that, if you sell it at a loss, so be it. We all go round to the discounted section. We all go round to try and find those bargains before everybody else because people are discounting it. I mean, if you go just after the summer, you might find some suntan lotion that's heavily discounted because summer season's over and nobody goes on holiday in the winter, do they? Well, they do, but there's no point selling it on the shelves because they haven't got the throughput, and so they'll discount it all heavily. And that's the same sort of situation for us resellers, but in a slightly different way. Let me give you an example. So let's just say I took out some money and I went to a car boot sale. It's a really posh car boot sale, and I bought some items. I bought 5 items at this car boot sale. I sold a teddy bear. Sorry, I bought a teddy bear. I bought some books. I bought a toy car, snakes and ladders game, and a jumper. And I bought all those items, and I've listed them on eBay or whatever platform I'm listing them on. And it was great because really quickly I got 2 quick sales, and so the teddy bear and the jumper both sold. So the teddy bear, I made a nice little profit of £8, and the jacket I made a profit of £12, which is great. I've made a profit of £20 already, no problems, everything's going great. The other 3 items, they're sat around for a bit. Now, how long do you want these 3 items sat around for? Is it a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year? Do you want to wait 10 years until it goes vintage? Well, that's up to you. Each business model is different. But for me personally, I like to try and shift things along a bit. And so one thing to do is to actually sort of say to yourself, right, okay, well, I might have made my £8 and my £12 on my 2 items, which gives me a return of £32 because I get my money back from what I paid for it. So I've got my £32 back that I can then go and spend somewhere else. However, you've got to remember that when I first started out, I had £50 in my pocket. So that means that I'm £18 less than what I had. Also, the next thing to think about is, what is my real return on investment? £8 and £12, but the 15, the 18 and the £5 that I've spent means that I've actually made a loss of £6. If you add all that up together, it means that I've lost money. And if I continue to do that, I will continue obviously to lose money, and therefore what will happen? 2 things. 1, I'll have less and less money, and 2, my pile of shame, my death pile, whatever you want to call it, is going to grow and grow and grow. Now, you've always got to have stock, and not everything's going to sell really quickly, and you maybe want to hold out for a better price on some items. But at what point is that going too far? So there is a way that actually, if you recalculate it and think of something slightly different. So what I want to do is I want to show you this. And what this shows you is quite simply that if I made my £8 and my £12 profit on my teddy and my jacket, and then sold my books, my car and my game for a loss. So instead of, I've purchased it for 15, and after all my costs and everything else, I've lost £5 on the item, and so my return is only £10, and I do that across all other items. Then actually, I'm still making a profit. I've made a profit of £10 on my £50 investment. Now, my profit isn't as good as when I purchased the other items, but I purchased a whole lot together. I purchased £50. I didn't purchase a teddy for £10, a jacket for £2, books for 15, etc., etc. I made a bulk purchase. I went in, I've purchased all this lot together. And just because I've sold a couple of the individual items, until all the items have been sold, really and truly, I can't calculate how much money I've made. And so on this example, I'm making a 20% margin. So I've made £50, my return on my investment is £60, therefore I'm making £10 profit. Excellent news. What that does also is that puts £60 straight into my pocket, which means I can then go and spend £60 on some brand new stock, some brand new items, rather than, if I'd done it previously, I would have only had £32 in my pocket.
Well, basically what I'm saying is that although you're selling items individually, think about them as a group of items. So it might be a charity shop haul or a car boot haul, or you might have gone to an auction or whatever the case may be. Think if it's a haul or a job lot, because then what happens is that you'll sell those items individually, and then once you've got your money back, the items that you have remaining you can sell for whatever price you want. Now if you just want to move those items on quickly, you can actually sell those for a loss, because you've already made your money back. That then turns into your profit, and you could, if you've got the time and the space, you could hold on to those items for longer if you wanted to, and then sell those through at a higher profit. Supermarkets do very similar sorts of things in the fact that they sell all their items early doors at a high profit. They've made all their money back, and actually the last few remaining items they're not too worried about. They just want to get rid of the stock, sell it for a small amount of money, which actually increases their cash margin. So that's how you sell for a loss and still make a profit, because you've made your money on other items, and therefore selling at a loss is just additional profit. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be in touch again soon. Don't forget, please subscribe and leave a like. I'll see you again soon.